Too much walk inside my family. Now I'm coding dreaming. I'm in the game, my shit like Jordan.
Yo, man. It's another day, man. It's your boy Ill Will, your boy Dewan, your boy Two Blade Fiasco, and the youngest of the group, man, Champagne Mike Lanes. You dig?
What up?
For sure. Welcome to another episode of Enough Said. Welcome to another episode, y'all. Hey, listen, man. Different vibe today.
Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday,
man.
We're gonna do it on Sundays, man.
Absolutely.
Different vibe today.
Yes, sir.
Huh?
We outside
Different
today,
scenery today.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Got
We
some motion
outside.
going on.
Yeah.
Pause for y'all.
Ballerinas.
Hey, so look, man. I want to dive into the subject of fatherhood, actually, man. I think fatherhood is a subject that I think it's actually personally for me, due to the fact that out of the group of us four, I'm not a father, right? Dewan being the older brother, and then so on. And then I just want to, kind of like just pick y'all brain a little bit, man, on fatherhood, right? From just how y'all was raised, right? Maybe dive into a little bit of personal, you know what I'm saying? Not too personal, but you know what I'm saying? And just, just kind of pick y'all brain a little bit, man. So first and foremost, man, I'm gonna go first. To me, man, fatherhood is something that I feel like a lot of fathers may not actually understand what it actually is, right? Because they haven't been taught. You also have a lot of brothers out here who have been raised without fathers. But we also don't know everyone's story. And I know fatherhood, one of the biggest things, it definitely comes with leadership, principle, guidance, and etc. So first and foremost, Dewan, I'm going to ask you first, man, because I actually don't know your story. So I'm not sure, like, if you was raised by a father, like, or what your story is. So what's your story, man? Like, do you know your father? Like, what's the deal?
All right. So not a lot of people know this, but my biological father, I'm actually the oldest of 13.
Okay, damn.
Yeah. I come from a whole basketball team. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't really in my life.
Okay.
He wasn't in my life. So I got adopted by who I told y'all Pink is. And then he had, my sister and my brother.
Okay.
So, yeah, I was raised by him. But as far as like me having like a tainted visual of what a father looks like, I didn't have that because he was always there from the time I was like 3 months old.
Right.
So the impact of having a father there, an active father, being a father is cool, and your kids knowing who you are, but having an active father that's always around makes a world of difference for sure.
Okay.
And I pass that along to my son, to make sure that I'm always there, even though he's all the way in New York. He always feels my presence. You know what I'm saying? And we always have like a very good relationship.
Right.
We're very close to my son. So,
Right. So Mike, so you the youngest, right? But not only that, because I know, like he said, he has 13. He's the oldest. You're the oldest as well out of the three. Well, four, excuse me, right?
5, but
five?
yeah.
Okay, out of the
3.
5, right? Because
I'm in the middle out of the 5.
Okay, so you have 2 sisters.
I got 2 twin sisters, an older brother, and an older sister.
Okay, cool. So you have 2 daughters,
Right.
2 lovely daughters, beautiful
Right.
daughters. Shout out to them.
Shout out to
right?
the girls, man.
Shout out to them. And so, man, but you also recently went through a recent, to me, I would say is a struggle, right? You were raised by your stepfather, but your biological father just passed, right? So how did you feel about that, man, when he passed? Like, what was your relationship like?
We didn't really have one. I honestly, our first conversation, I think I was like 21.
Okay.
Reached out on Facebook, said what's up. And he did. He reached out after that. After first reaching out the first time. He made multiple attempts to be there, be present, or at least somewhat get to know me. I think at the time of my life, it was just so much going on. I'm 21. I'm fresh out the Army.
Yeah.
You know, I just had. It was hard for me to focus my mind on that.
Right.
And so with him passing, man, I really honestly don't know how I felt.
You still kind of dealing with it maybe a little bit, or you just kind of moved on?
I would say I never got a chance to even. I never got a chance to develop emotions to deal with anything.
Okay.
So that's what I'm saying. It's just kind of like it's just a void.
Okay, cool.
I don't feel one way or another about it
Right.
because I just don't. I didn't get a chance to.
Right. So me and you know, we're around the same age, right?
Yeah.
So you from VA, right? You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the VA. You know what I'm saying? So you had your father in your life, right? So tell me
No,
how.
I didn't.
Huh?
I didn't.
You
Like,
didn't?
He was there, but he wasn't. It's a weird dynamic.
So can you kind of share that just a little bit, just a little?
So most of my time was just me, my mom's, my brother, and my sister on my mom's side.
Okay.
My dad's from New York, Philly, Jersey, that whole tri-state area.
Okay.
So there would be times I would go live with him for like a school year or two up in Jersey, and then I'll come back home. Or then when he moved to Florida, I would go down to Florida with him, stay with him for a little bit, and then come back home. And then my youngest sister's father, he came back into my mom's life around the time I was in high school. So I had a stepdad going through high school and college. So, and then I had my grandfather too before he passed away.
So
yeah, my
what
whole
was it like
dynamic was
being
crazy.
raised then? Because like you got two different types of, because it's like a blended family
3 for real.
at this
Yeah,
point.
kind of 3.
You see what I'm
3 or 4,
saying?
yeah.
So like, how was it being raised? Meaning like, you know, like setting rules and guidelines and following them. Like, you know, that kind of got to be like somewhat confusing, right?
So what they say, it takes a village to raise
Correct.
a kid.
Absolutely.
So most of the time I was with my mom when she's at work. I'm at my grandma's house.
Yeah.
So you got
Okay.
my
there it is.
granddad, my aunties, my uncle that still live there. So you had that whole dynamic of family, which was dope to me. As a kid, you don't really know what's going on. You just trying to have fun. But
Right.
you got that
Right.
support system behind you. It does make a difference.
So Mike, real quick. So, you know, you being the oldest, right? Your father, your biological father passing, you being raised by your stepfather,
Right.
right? Tell me, growing up, what you learned when it comes to fatherhood, and then how you personally try or you do apply it to you being a father to your daughters today. So for example, I'll just use myself for example. My father, right? Me being the only child, actually, I don't have any siblings. You know, my father, he taught me, you know, that, you know, the little things matter, right? And he always was real tough on me about the little things, because the big things are things you can't control, right? And so I apply that to my relationships, you know, handling my business, you know, even like when I, you know, try to hold my friends accountable. Like I'm very like stern on my friends because I want them to be the best. You know, you can vouch for that. You know what I'm saying? Because I want my friends to be the best that they can actually be.
Right.
So what about you, man? Like,
But my dad, so honestly, for a while, it's like I knew I had another dad, but I didn't. You know, he was my dad.
yeah,
Early on, my grandma sat me down because I used to call him by his first name for a little while when I was a kid. And she sat me down and was like, look, if he gonna raise you like a son, then you gonna call him your dad.
right.
And that's probably one of the best things a person could have done or could have done for a child, or especially for me, being that age, because it set that foundation. Like, all right, you're not gonna look at him as someone that's with your mom. You're looking at him as a parent. And man, he just taught me lessons, man. Like I could agree with the little things, but we didn't have much.
Yeah.
So everything was kind of little. So it was always a lesson though, even in that, even in everything we did. So I mean, he just man, my dad was a great dad.
Good. So DeJuan, real quick, because I actually wanted to ask you this question, like for real. So you have a son, right? He's how old?
16.
16.
Yeah.
Shout out to the son, man. Cool as a fan, man. Shout out to him. Like you said, he's in New York, right?
Yeah.
seemed like a very quiet kid. Bright, if you ask me. I actually held like conversations with him personally.
For sure.
Right. But within that 16-year period, right? What would you think would be one of your struggles trying to just be there for him and teach him and guide him? You know what I'm saying? As a father.
Oh man, presence, distance. Telling somebody something over the phone way different than saying it in their face.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And as a father, we know that our presence is a big thing to our
Correct.
kids. Mothers too, but mothers generally are just always there. So they really don't have that. When the court says, hey, y'all got to separate, the kids usually go with her. So it's not a big deal. But with a father, we thinking like, dang, she could date another person, or, somebody else could step in, and, next thing you know, they looking at them a certain way, and then my position goes down and his position goes up. We don't really want that, right? I think, Mike, you kind of were like saying that a little bit about, your father, but then somebody had to be like, hey, no, he's up here, not here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And I always would be like, dang, I don't want, my presence to not be as big as it is in his life. So I think that just distance and having that real close contact with him.
So pretty much fathers that go through that, it's definitely something that bothers them.
Yeah, because when you're not there, you can say something over the phone or whatever. Man, I remember grounding my son in New York. And I was in Georgia, and I was like, dang, I hope he stays grounded. He literally could just, his mom, I mean, not saying that she would, we have a ton of respect for one another, but his mom could literally be like, boy, you ain't got to do that.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I know that with our relationship, and we trust each other, and she raises him amazingly, right? That she not going to go against that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because she like, no, I want my son's father to have an input.
Okay.
Because when it's time for our son to listen to other adults and men especially, I need him to know what that looks like.
Right.
Okay. Speaking of struggle, said you kind of go somewhat through a similar situation a little bit, right?
Yeah.
And so I want to ask a question about what do you feel, and this is actually about you personally. What's a mistake that you feel like you have made as a father that you've realized now? Like, it could be something where it comes to like teaching them something, right? It can come to just being more verbal, right? It can be something with just, even just, I don't know, just like where do you feel like you made a mistake at?
Can't really say I made any mistakes because I feel like fatherhood is trial and error.
There you go.
To a degree. So I'm still trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to be there.
I remember you telling me it's not a book on it. Yeah,
there's no
for
book,
sure.
there's no handbook.
Yeah.
So you gotta. I'm just trying to figure it out.
Just try as hard as you can. The kids, they don't have no template of what a dad's supposed to be like. All they care is, are you making any effort? Yeah. That's all they care. Kids can only feel effort. My son can only feel that, okay, my dad calls me constantly. He's always trying to make sure I'm straight. He always trying to make sure that what are we doing for the holidays? He's always making plans for something.
Yep. Vacations, everything.
Yeah, like.
Doc, on that, with the effort, I didn't know it when I was young, because I'm young. I didn't know, we ain't had that much money, or we didn't have this and that and the third, or like even when it came to vehicles, like
that boy just bought himself new, but we ain't gonna be specifying nothing, boy.
What
That
I
boy,
did?
that boy, Mike, boy, hey,
appreciate it.
huh? Yes,
God
sir.
is great.
Go ahead, though.
But even when it came to stuff like that, man, my dad, the effort he would put behind us not knowing that we had less.
And this is your stepfather.
And my stepdad, yeah. The effort that he would put in not letting us know or feel like we had less was amazing. Because it was oftentimes like all summer long we went to the park. Like, but I mean, we kids. We don't want much. All we want to do is play and, man, eat $1 hot dog that'll last all day till we eat something later that night. And you know what I mean? And he would do that We would do that every day. We would get up. That was our routine. We would go play. We would go to the beach. Like it was free things. Now, but we didn't know we had to do these things.
So real quick, because I meant to ask this actually at the beginning. How did y'all feel when y'all knew like y'all was gonna become a dad, a father? Like, how did y'all feel? Was y'all scared? Did you not?
Hell yeah. Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. I was a big partier, right? So my first instinct was, man, I can't go out.
Yeah.
I can't turn up.
Yeah.
I was saying that, but I was still doing that. But you just start feeling like all the limitations of things that you normally would just go freely do on your own, or money that you would just freely just spend on yourself, and not have to really think a lot about it. Now you got to take somebody into very deep consideration,
Right.
What about you, Seb? How'd you feel, bro?
So my situation was a little different because I was married at the time.
Right.
So we was established. We both had careers,
Right.
and it just happened.
Yeah.
Doing what married people do. So,
Okay. No, I get you. Just kind of normal thing. Okay. What about you, Mike?
Same. I think my second daughter. My
I
second
was tripping.
man.
We were in stable relationship.
Man, I really felt fear for the first time with my second daughter because just it was unexpected. It really was. And then, man, life happened. And I really felt like for a minute, I think what I was worried about the most was that connection. I was like, man, is she going to even know that I'm her dad? Is she going to even like feel some kind of way about me being her dad? But now, bruh, like you'd have think I had her. You know what I mean?
Right.
Man, we tight.
So
I got a question for you. What was it like being raised by your father and also being an only child?
Oh man, yeah.
it was cool. It was cool, man.
Really?
Me and my dad, man, I love him to death for real. Like for real. Grew up, middle class. He was military. I think the military has definitely helped my father out a lot. In a lot of ways, as far as just support. You know what I mean, taking care of his family and everything. But knowing my father, man, he was gonna do it anyway, right? But how was it growing up, man? It was cool. It was cool. Lonely, because I ain't had no brothers or sisters. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of imagination to the brain. Playing with action figures and stuff when I was young. But other than that, man, there you go. There you go.
Yeah.
Power Rangers and all, boy. You feel me?
Doing the Dragon
G.I.
Punch by yourself.
You feel what I'm saying?
I got to hold both of them.
I'm telling you. But it
Imaginary
was cool, man. It was cool. Yeah,
So-
it was cool.
So
Bless.
what did you take from your father that when you have kids, because you want to have them, right?
Yeah, for sure.
What would you take from how your father raised you that you would love to give to your kids?
That's a hard one, bro. Because I don't really
We ain't gonna take everything.
All right.
Oh,
So you asking me what would I take though from him?
yeah. What values would you take from your
Man,
father?
you know what I'm trying to do now, man, that I'm still like that my dad has, bro. My dad has a heart of something that I don't even know what it is, man. It's so valuable, bro. I was talking to him last week, and well, y'all don't know, but I got some family situations going on, man, and a couple of my family members are in the hospital, and so he was telling me about that, huh?
No, I was sorry.
Oh yeah. It's cool. Everybody gonna be all right. But he was telling me about one family member, and he said something that really, like, I was just like, wow. He was like, man, if it was me, he was like, I'll have all my family living here, like in the house, and so I can take care of them. Like, who thinks that?
That's what he said.
You know what I'm saying? Like, who thinks that to want to actually do that? But my dad, he really like that. He's a provider, man. He's a giver. The shirt off his back, he give you anything at this point. So for sure, bro.
That's crazy because, like, I was just having a conversation with somebody earlier today, and they were saying that men aren't nurturers. Yeah, we are.
Oh man,
Yes,
we probably the deepest ones.
Yeah, yes.
As
we
far
are.
as when it comes to being selfless,
Yeah,
man.
Yeah, I
like
mean,
most men that love their kids for real, man, they don't even think about themselves
nah,
when
my
it's time to do things.
yeah, my
It's true.
dad, bro, he don't,
Yeah,
he don't,
true.
bro.
If you really into your kids for real, I'm gonna just say this. To be honest with you, child support is a discount. Because the amount of money that I pay for child support versus what my son gets spent on him while he here, that's nothing.
Even
You know what I'm saying? I don't even be counted. I just be like, Amir, let's go, man. Come on, we finna spend the child support on shoes today.
Yeah.
Like,
even outside the child support, receiving the child support is a discount to the value of just me being able to have my child.
yeah.
That they would receive versus the child support, because they ain't getting the child support. You know, they don't care that, oh, your daddy gave me this so we can get this.
don't
They
even
don't care about
understand
that. I still don't see him. So as a man, you done paid all this time, and you still got resentment from your child because you weren't able to be with your child.
So let me ask this then, because that actually sparked something. So do y'all feel like society has put a difference in the expectations on fathers more than mothers? Because let's look at it like this. A father is supposed to do this, that, and the third, right? Regardless of what he's going through,
Right.
regardless of what he's dealing with, whether it's mental health, right? Not receiving support, right? Or just not having anything.
It's always been like that.
Right. It's always been like that. But if it was the other way around, as far as mothers, they have support, right? The government, so to speak, because y'all brought up the fact of, you know what I'm saying, child support and things like that. So do you think, and you being the oldest, do you think it has changed from back when you was raised to now? And I'm not just talking about child support. I'm talking about just, like I said, expectations in general.
I think the expectations are different, but even. I think that mothers should be mothers and fathers should absolutely be fathers. Right. But do I think that the roles are different? Yeah, absolutely. I think mothers are there to solely nurture, and I think, you know, the greatest love a father gonna really give a child is normally comes in a form of correction.
Discipline.
At a constant basis, you know what I'm saying? And them kids don't even realize that that's what they need until they don't get it. And then they have all these questions as to, well, what is it that I need to be doing? You know, I'm lost. You're lost because you didn't gain the proper correction. You know? And not even talking about monetarily, like what Mike was saying, like just being there, you know what I'm saying? And making sure that you're doing your part.
Right.
Absolutely.
So, said, like, what's your opinion on this? Like, how you think that you will prepare your kid for a fast changing world, right? We're, you know, kids now, back when we was growing up, right, we didn't have, we're in between both realms, right?
Yeah.
Back in the day to where we didn't have tablets, internet, cell phones and things like that. And now we do have that, right? So, you know, when we look at us and how we grew up, you know, it really did, right. You know what I mean? So how do you prepare, you know, your child for that?
Spoon feed them. Because you don't want to just throw them out there into the world and be shell shocked to what's going on.
Oh, that's
gotta,
good. I see where you're going.
Yeah, you got to slowly, you know, you got to figure out a way to teach them about things of the world, so that way it won't be, you know, eye opening once he gets out there. So
Okay. I mean,
I don't even know how to explain it.
No, I get what you're saying, because I think for me, just asking that question, you know, it's like you want to give your child everything that they want, but yet you know that you can't. And, you know, because if you do, you know they're going to be spoiled.
Yeah.
No, so I definitely understand that for sure. It's crazy because, you know, growing up, I was due to the fact I'm the only child, you know, I was considered spoiled or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You're the only one getting.
That's the only one getting anything, right?
Yeah.
So that's what that is. But
with me and Amir, kind of like showing him through exposing him.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
that's the word I was looking for.
Exposure, experience. You know what I'm saying? When I'm doing something, you with me. The first day, that we cranked up the podcast, he was there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He was there to see it. When it was time for, let's say, if I had to open up a shop, Amir has experienced 3 locations. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes seeing it makes it seem possible.
Right.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And having those certain type of conversations, now my son, he, because of how I moved as a parent, he ain't one of them kids that be like, oh, I gotta hang around the kids that smoke cigarettes. I gotta hang around the kids that have sex already, and I gotta hang around the kids that be, skipping school. He like, why? He looking at what his father doing. His father getting up, going to the gym every day, whether he there or not. You know what I'm saying? He going to work, staying to work all day, ain't skipping work. And you know what I'm saying? He works when he leave when the work is done. You know what I'm saying? And I think just doing that and letting him see that years on in, it kind of let him know, like, okay, I got to be a hard-working individual. You know what I'm saying? Be productive, but also, man, earn your keep, man. Don't sit around here and just feel like you ain't got to do nothing. You need to make an impact.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And be around influential people. You know what I'm saying? That's why when, I bring him to the shop, I let him be around y'all because y'all got good mindsets. You know what I'm saying? He could just sit at home. He's 16. But because I know the environment that I got him in is still still enlightening, and y'all still enriching. Y'all are good people, you know what I'm saying, to have him around. I'm like, yeah, have a conversation with Will. We'll continue you something.
Yeah.
Have a conversation with Mike. Mike can show you something. Have a conversation with Sid. You know what I'm saying? Why not?
Yeah.
So it's all about exposure, though. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? And sometimes, the kids, they ain't got it all figured out. They don't. It's all about what they see.
So Mike,
Yeah.
Being the youngest of the bunch, right?
Yeah.
How has fatherhood kind of reshaped your life in a way? Your life, your lifestyle, right? Your approach, right? Because you're only, you in your 20s.
Yeah.
And so you still young, definitely doing well for yourself.
I appreciate it.
Right, yeah, for sure. Doing well for yourself. Definitely have a nice family, a healthy family, a beautiful family.
Appreciate
definitely have a great support system, if you ask me.
For sure.
But I'm pretty sure things are not perfect, right? But how has being a father just reshaped you, your mindset, how you deal with things,
I had to learn how to be selfless. But
selfless.
yeah.
Okay.
But I did realize, man, like it's my life, but I'm not living it for me anymore.
Right.
But in that, I can still enjoy it. I think a lot of times once men settle down and have families, they feel like that's it, like life stopped. But you can still find a way to enjoy life in that. You know what I mean? Also, you got to be you got to put yourself in a position to where you can do that. Because when you're not in a position, or when you feel like you're not in that position, that's when things can, I feel like, get hard. And man, being a dad is great for me. Honestly, being a husband too.
So how do y'all feel like being a father just like change your outlook on life, right? Because if you ask me, just me not being a father, but knowing y'all, I think that it's gonna make you look at things a lot different.
Absolutely.
So like, has it changed y'all mentally, physically, literally? Like, like you know what I mean? Like,
it helps you appreciate the little things.
Okay.
Like, and I think that might be, like I know your father touched on that a lot, the little things.
Yeah.
And it definitely helps you just appreciate the little things, man. Like that's literally what counts when you raising a child and you seeing them grow. It'd be those small moments, those little things that you didn't know they could do. You know what I mean? And those be the things that really hit you the most.
So say what in your opinion, what sacrifices do you think you have made that people may not notice?
Time for real.
Yeah, just the time, trying to balance that time.
I notice how
Well,
much time you put in, man.
Yeah, trying
And how much it may seem like
to
it's
be in
not.
at work and then trying to go, you know, prioritize time to get out
There
of
you go.
work and drive and
And then also prioritize some time for yourself.
yeah.
So I'm assuming that's the same thing with you then, the
yeah.
one for sure.
For sure, yeah.
You know what I mean? Prioritizing your time. Like you said, just reaching out a lot, making sure they cool, that they okay, or whatnot.
Like when you're trying to build something, especially either for your child or for your family, that'd be the biggest thing, time.
So
Because it's hard trying to
So
balance.
how huge is support, right? How huge is that, right? Like how much? Because you need that, bro.
It is. It's super big, but you can't count on it.
You can't. That's just like
count on
icing on the cake if you get it.
Yeah.
So let's dive into that, right? So you said that you can't expect that though.
No, you can't expect it.
Why?
And then because expecting it is like counting on it. Like I know it's gonna happen, but you don't.
And you might be in certain situations, for example, in the military. You might be out in Alaska somewhere and all your family is stateside. So
And you count on one of them to go pick up your son
yeah.
or your child.
You can't
know
really
what I
just
mean?
trust. Sometimes you can't trust people that you
Yeah.
just met in the military. So yeah, that's probably one of the toughest things.
That's tough.
You
man.
just you can't plan. What me and my wife noticing now is that you can't plan what we about to do around anyone else that says they about to do something. So like if my family say, you know, hey, we might come down this weekend, this, that, and the third, I used to plan it around them coming. But then what happens when they fall back or something happens?
That might happen.
Right, that might happen. Now, all the plans I done planned for the weekend, they all kind of thrown up in the air because I was banking on that.
Yeah.
So we just plan how we gonna do it. If you is or you ain't coming.
So people
Or
pretty much got to include themselves if they want to be included
pretty
at that
much.
point.
Yeah, definitely.
I feel that, man. I think, you know what? Dang. See, it's different for me because, like I said, I'm not a father, man. So
Man, you know who taught me a lot on that? Evan, man.
who?
Evan.
Evan.
Yeah.
Shout out to Evan.
Shout out
man.
to Evan, man.
Shout out to Evan.
When I first met Evan, he had kids. I didn't have none yet. And there was a lot of times I wanted to hang out with him. Or we'd be like, man, come get something to eat, man. You know, come, y'all come to dinner, bring the kids. He's like, man, it's different. And when you have something, you understand. You know, like you want to take them to a nice restaurant, but up until a certain age, for real, because at any moment, it just depends. Like a child is so up in the air, especially, in my opinion, little girls. You just never know. And they might, however they wake up, is pretty much going to determine the day.
Man.
They wake up in a chill mood, the day might be pretty chill. They wake up already grumpy, that's the day.
So how do you be emotionally available for your kids then?
And that's what kids teach you, man, is patience. Or that's what they make you have to get, is patience and understanding.
Because that's
and grace.
also provision as well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Being emotionally available for, you know, your children and like giving them that guidance, that principles, those values. You know, but man, that's
Like
that's
you think
deep.
you got patience now? I thought I had patience until I had my two little girls.
Yeah. So
The world revolves around them. When they ready, then I can get ready. Then I'm ready. You know what I mean? But if they not ready, then it just ain't gonna work. And that's just how it is. They're your children. Yeah.
Dang, man, that's deep, man.
You gotta lower your ego for your kids.
Absolutely. Because they don't care nothing about who you is out there. They don't care nothing about no Champagne Lane. Nigga, you Mike.
You daddy. You know what I'm saying?
My daughter called my wife Kayla the other night on the couch. Right?
What?
Yeah, she was like, Hey, Kayla. Yeah, I was like, hey, G.
Stop it. Are you for real, bro?
I
Yeah,
don't care
man.
about that.
That's the youngest one too, ain't it?
Oh, that was the oldest.
That was the oldest.
Yeah, that was the oldest.
Man, I still got to figure her out, man.
Yeah, she figuring herself out, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know that
But, I
youngest
mean,
one, man.
that's-
That's
a hit.
that's the boo right there,
Yeah.
man. She's so
She
cool,
the,
man.
She the top dog.
She run the whole house.
She
for
do,
real.
she do, and then it, don't nothing bother her, man. You pop her, she don't care. Do it again.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy.
And I always be like, man, my kids ain't gonna be like that. I'm
Man, every kid
gonna
different.
spank them. Man, okay, and that spanking ain't doing nothing for her. She gonna cry, get it out, and when you turn around, do it again. It's just kids, man.
Man, so look, I think I'm gonna end it like this, man, with each and every one of y'all kind of giving y'all own little advice, right? I'm gonna start with you, Dewan. What's your advice to a brother who wants to become a father or he's about to be a father? What advice would you give him?
Choose wisely.
Nah, man, be transparent. Don't be transparent, man.
Man, expect the unexpected.
Yes, sir.
For real. And when it don't go your way, you better have a ton of patience.
Yeah.
And feel your way through it, but also be as thoughtful as possible when it comes to raising your kids, because every little thing you do, you don't think they're gonna remember or see it, but they do.
Absolutely.
Yes, that's what's up, man.
Under the microscope.
Yeah.
On that microscope. So said. So,
Oh yeah.
but yeah, I believe it. So said. When your son or you have future kids, if when they look back at you, what would you like them to remember you for?
Just really just being there and doing those moments. Mm-hmm. Hopefully, they remember I'm just there for that, just being present.
Yeah, right, for sure.
That's it. Just me. Damn, I don't even know how to word it.
No, it's
Yeah,
cool.
just me
we
being
we
present.
got you.
Mm-hmm.
And so, Mike, what values, man, do you want to pass down to your children, like for real? I think personally value in a lot of things. A lot of the right things are very important, but with the way that the world is today, especially in 2025, it's like you gotta finesse a lot of things just for them to understand. So, what value would you want to teach your kids, now to forever, man? Like, just that you want to give to them.
One of the biggest things that I've learned is to just do what you say you're gonna do.
Yeah. Consistency.
Like don't say you're gonna do it
And
then don't, man. Don't even like, if you can't or if you don't know if you can. That's saying I don't know if I can is better than saying I can and not doing it, bro.
Yeah.
Cause to a child, the moment you say you is gonna do it and you don't, that they don't forget that.
That's a lie.
Don't speak.
Yeah.
Don't just
Don't
speak
forget
on
that.
it. Just try to act on it.
Yeah. The best thing you could say is like, man, I don't know.
Yo,
And then if you can, that makes it 1,000 times better. You know
That's
what I
what's
mean?
up, bro.
Like if you don't know if you can come to this event and you tell them I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make it. That's more accepting than saying that you can do it and then you can't, man. For sure.
Yeah, man. Well, yo, man, I appreciate y'all diving into y'all personal mindsets, man, about being a father, man, and y'all own opinions and everything's like that for sure.
Absolutely.
Man, I think this was a dope segment, man, right? And so, personally, like I said, man, I'm not a father, but I hope to be one day. I hope to give my parents some grandchildren, but I'm up there in age, they up there in age as well. But man, listen, man, I appreciate y'all, bro. I appreciate y'all sharing y'all thoughts, man. I'm not gonna say feelings, but just y'all thoughts, man. You know what I'm saying? So, man, listen, man, it's gonna conclude, man, another episode of Enough Said with your boy Dewan. your boy Two Blade and your boy Champagne Lanes and your boy Ill Will, of course. You did. Man, y'all tune in for the next one, man, for sure, man.
Absolutely,
We're
man.
gonna give y'all some more jewels.
For sure.